Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. In this video today, we are having a look at this game. This game here is called Sky Kid Deluxe. Now, if I'm being completely honest, when I saw this and I saw this as part of the JT Rolling Thunder Call, I was like, okay, this isn't really for me. It looks like a little bit before my time. Don't get me wrong, I was around in 1986. I was very young, but you know, even when I went to the arcades like by myself in maybe 1989 and 1990, games like this were still around. But you know, looking at it, because I don't have the nostalgia for it, I was like, okay, this may not be for me. But for the sake of this video, I wanted to test it out. Also, just want to let you know that the footage that you're seeing here is the Analogue Pocket. The Analogue Pocket core is running. It's in action. I also have this for the MiSTer, and it runs perfectly fine on both devices. But I wanted to run this on the Analogue Pocket because I feel like my Analogue Pocket is not getting as much love as the MiSTer is these days. So just wanted to show you guys, yeah, it's awesome. Analogue Pocket is awesome, and we have this game. Now I have to say, so often when I play games for videos, most of the games I play I like. There's some games I don't mind, and there's some games that I dislike. This game, I like it. This game is good, and I recommend anyone, if you're like around my era of the arcade, you know, RoboCop, Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja, Street Fighter 1 and 2, Final Fight, Two Crew Dudes, you know, that kind of era, and you think this is before my era, don't think that. Play this game. This game is very Moorish, and it reminds me of a simpler time. You know, when I was a lot younger, before I went to the arcade, I'd have games on like my Atari 800, my Commodore 64, computers, and games were about playability. You know, you didn't need like a adult theme. It was, you know, you could have like a guy flying around in a plane and nice music, bright, colorful graphics, and this is all about the playability. So over here, you're seeing me play. I'm putting in 1 credit. There's no continue. So if you really have to 1cc this. If there's a way to continue, maybe I haven't checked the dip switches, but at least I never got that continue screen. What's interesting here is you can play this 2 players simultaneously, but there's no one in my house that wants to play retro games with me. I know, it's very sad. So I'm here by myself, but every time you play this game, you just want to go again. You think you can do better. You're like, no, I can grab that bomb. I can bomb the base. You learn. You go down to grab the bomb. You go down too far and you smash into the ground. So you know you just have to do it. When you get here, you can press. So you got 2 buttons, right? 1 button fires, and your bullets are unlimited. So just keep spamming that button. At least that's what I was doing. Now the other button makes you somersault, right? But when you grab the bomb, you lose the ability to somersault. Then you drop the bomb on the base like we just did over there. It's very strategic, and then you come into the landing there. There's nothing tricky about the landing. You just need to kind of land down in there. You can't crash, you can't get it wrong. But guys, this game is Moorish. As soon as you play it, as soon as you die, you think, you know what? I can do better. You just want to play it again. The other, like, okay, a good example of a modern game that this reminds me of, not exactly like it's that type of game, but that Moorish formula, something like Hotline Miami. If anyone ever played that, I rinsed that out on the PS Vita. I love the game. And it was amazing. And you play Hotline Miami, you die, but you just want to go again because you feel you can do better. Now, in my playthrough here, I never beat the 2nd level, and I really want to play this. And I certainly feel this is a great fit on the Analogue Pocket. It's a perfect game to play. Short bursts, you play it. You're going to play it for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I don't know, if you're really good, you might last 10 minutes, right? But you play it, you put it down, you pick it up, you put it down, you play. Because, hey, I don't have time. I have a full-time job. I have family, and I spend more time doing videos and talking about games than actually playing games. I still want to get back to Monster Hunter. Honestly, I'm not even 10 hours in, and that's one of my favorite games. But if you're into the newer games and you're like, this looks too old, just play it. I guarantee you'll just be like, just 1 more credit, just 1 more credit. And before you know it, you spent like an hour playing this and you're trying to refine it. Now, some of my friends, especially some of the older friends, they speak really highly of this game. They remember it in the arcade and they're like, yeah, this is a great game, and they're super happy about it. Oh, by the way, I think I could have done a somersault there and maybe gone back around to get the bomb. Kind of realized that after I passed that part. But as you can see, I'm dying, I'm dying, and there's no like continue screen there. So just to kind of give you a bit of a background on this game. So this is Sky Kid Deluxe. Publisher was Namco. This was released in 1986. Genre, horizontally scrolly shoot 'em up, right, to some kind of extent. A little bit different, especially the way you shoot, right? You move up, you get that kind of diagonal shot and diagonal down and kind of straight ahead horizontally. So this is it's on similar hardware to Pac-Land, but with some enhancements. So hopefully, I know a lot of you guys really like Pac-Land. Maybe we can get that one day because of the work that's done on that. Don't quote me on this. I'm just a layman. I am not an engineer. So this was actually a sequel to a game called Sky Kid, which was released the year before in 1985. Never played that game. Don't know anything about it whatsoever. This is my first experience with it, and seriously, it is banging. It is banging. And I also realized that when you grab the bomb and you bomb the base, depending on where you bomb the base, I think maybe if you get it right in the center, you can destroy all of it. If you get it too far to the left or too far to the right, yeah, you don't get all of it. And also, while I was flying, the first time I did it, I thought when I drop the bomb, it's kind of going to move a little bit. There's going to be some physics in there, but it pretty much drops straight down. So you kind of like just aim it and aim for the line straight down. It doesn't really venture to like off the kind of target. I really like the soundtrack for this. I think the soundtrack's it goes with the game, right? When you die, and the way the soundtrack goes, it just makes you want to play again. And the loop, right? The loop, right? That sounds right. The loop is fun, but I'm always scared because when I do it and I do the loop, the planes behind me do a loop behind me and then end up behind me again. So yeah, it's a good game. Play it. That's all I can say is play it, even if it is before your era, right? And let me know how far you get. Yeah, I'm definitely going to play this some more. I'm going to play it in bed on my Analogue Pocket because yeah, I definitely think it's a fantastic game. But that's kind of it, man. That's kind of it for me on this game. Big shout out to Jotego for all the amazing work he puts out, the preservation work that he does, the open source nature of his cause and his reverse engineering work. The fact that all these games are getting preserved in FPGA is just super awesome. You know, games from my time, games from my era, and games from before my era that I'm enjoying and finding. Now, don't get me wrong, there's games out there from this era that I play and I think meh, or like a little bit before, but yeah, this one's definitely exception. Anyway, guys, be super duper awesome to one another. If you're not subscribed to the channel, then a subscription and a like is super duper appreciated. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja flying out.